Hi Capricorn, this is Raheem with the Modern Spiritualist, and today I'm going to be doing an April 2020 tarot reading for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if you know your sun sign and it's Capricorn, you're in the right place. If you know your moon and your rising sign, make sure that you look for those as well, which will give you more insight into your situation. I'm going to go ahead and pull the cards, and we will get started. Capricorn, April 2020, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Capricorn. Ooh, Capricorn. Capricorn, you've got the Knight of Wands, and you've got the Eon. Is your theme running through the month? Pretty powerful. Crossing you, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. You've got the Three of Swords. Past, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. New circumstance. We've got the Knight of Swords, and we've got the Emperor. Really powerful. Foundation, we've got the Page of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Really complex Capricorn, which is no surprise to me with that eclipse that we had in December. A lot going on for Capricorn. And there's a lot of Saturn-Pluto activity, which is just massive transformation for the sign of Capricorn. So I'm trying to be really deliberate with you guys here. Get as accurate a reading as possible. Crowning you, we've got the Three of Cups. Your attitude. We've got the Four of Cups. Environmental, we've got the Sun. That just came up for Sag too, so if you have a Sagittarius placement. Fear, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, and we've got the Ten of Swords reversed. Okay, outcome, we've got the Queen of Swords reversed, and the Ten of Wands. Okay. Oh, man. This has been the most intense reading so far, and Scorpio was really intense as well. So was Leo. Okay. I just get a lot of energy in general, and they all have a lot of different qualities to it, so sometimes I get like a general overall energy, right? Like Sagittarius, there was a real sense of like sobriety. There was for Leo as well. Capricorn, there's just so many things being thrown at you. Yeah, I can't get a reading on that. I don't know how to explain the overall feeling other than a lot. Just there being a lot, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get into this. So, for your theme, the heart of the matter, this month we've got the King of Wands and the Eon, which in traditional tarot decks, this is the Judgment card, which is a huge, huge energy. I'm gonna start with with the King of Wands. So it says the Knight of Wands, but in typical tarot, this is the King of Wands, so that's why I'm gonna read it. Um, the King of Wands, you're really trying to get in touch with your passion and the things that really drive you. With the King of Wands also comes great leadership and great vision. And so you're really trying to suss out exactly what it is that you want. Paired with the Judgment card, I just get the sense that you're not the same person that you were before coming into April. You're different, Capricorn. You're showing up differently, and now you have to restructure what it is that you want because it's different from before. So it's kind of like you're starting from like ground zero, but you have the energy and the drive and the leadership. You're in the position to do it. You've been through really good changes, so even though you look at yourself and you may think, wow, I'm not the same person that I was, it seems like you're better for it. And it seems like you really are getting clear on your vision and your passion this month. So that's really cool, Capricorn. These are really beautiful, powerful, positive energies. Crossing you, we've got the Three of Swords, and we've got the King of Pentacles. So we've got two kings right out the gate, right? So the Three of Swords energy, you're moving away from a recent heartbreak, which could be quite literal for some of you. In a romantic sense, for others of you, you're leaving something behind. Some of you may have moved. Some of you may have had to let go of a dream, or at least put it on hold, or change it significantly. Some of you may have had just a really good idea of who you thought you were, and that's just not even the case anymore, so you're grieving yourselves. But I am reading it kind of in a reversal energy where you're already moving away from this. You've been doing this, and now it's clearing for you a bit. There's still work to do, but it's clearing up. It's paired with the King of Pentacles. So something in your physical material world, home, family, money, didn't go the way that you thought it was going to go. Linked to this disappointment. So some of you are definitely moving. Some of you are leaving people behind. Some of you are leaving careers behind. Or just even just your sense of, what stability is, like what living well means for you. Some of you are just restructuring your lifestyles and things like that. And I get a real sense of acceptance with this energy. Like there's some grief and there's some sadness. There's some uncertainty because you're going somewhere else. There's even just some nostalgia for what you're leaving behind. But it does really feel like a soldiering on, very Capricornian kind of energy. I'm a Capricorn sun. We just move on. We just keep going. Right? I think that's what you can always count on with a Capricorn. Is they're like, okay, well, what's next? We're just going to keep going. So you're doing that. You're soldiering on, you're stepping up to the plate, you're doing what Capricorns do. Right? Okay, in your recent past, we've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. For some of you, it's just a journey in restructuring your ideas of what independence is. Because a lot of us can feel like independence means going it alone, never asking for help, never needing anybody else, right? Some of you are learning that interdependence is very necessary for humans, which means being in community, relying on other people, being in a collective, there being an exchange of, you providing what you can provide for others and others providing what they can provide for you, giving you what they need, even recognizing that you have needs that need to be met that you can't meet on your own. And this is what you're still thinking about. You're still working on that interdependence piece for many of you, which is a really positive thing. I don't get a lot of negativity, even in the reversal. Some of you are just reapproaching community in a new and healthier way. What's driving you this month? We've got the Page of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So you're working towards something, Capricorn, and it could be in career or it could be any other aspect of your life. With Three of Pentacles usually comes collaboration with other people. It's just a 3, so it's not like you're far in the journey, but you're not right at the beginning either. You've been working on this, but you're still sort of in the initial stages, but it's positive, it's good, you're getting work done, you're moving right along. Paired with the Page of Cups, what you're doing here with this Three of Pentacles, you're doing it so that you can be in a more stable place emotionally. You're doing this for your general well-being. And you're really aware of it. You're like, okay, how is what I'm doing connecting me to my heart and what I need? And I don't get a sense that it's like a crazy corporeal vision that you're moving towards anyway. At least where these energies are concerned, you're really thinking, okay, what's my next step to get me into a healthier place? And so it feels very grounded in reality, which is awesome and not surprising for Capricorn. Crowning you, we've got the Three of Cups energy. This is what you're thinking about. Ultimately, you're doing this for the people that you love, so that you can be with the people that you love, so that you can have better relationships and better relationship dynamics with the people in your life. And you want to be able to have enough that you can celebrate your successes, Capricorn. So you've got money on your mind, but again, in a really grounded way. It's I want enough so that I can celebrate when I want to celebrate, so that I can celebrate it with other people, so that I can give other people a good time, so that I can share myself with others. So I get a real sense of community being really highlighted for you guys this month, community and home. Yeah. There's a real sense of stillness, actually. It's like there's a lot of energy, kind of like the Scorpio reading, but there's also this real sense of stillness in spite of that, which reminds me of the Sagittarius reading. You're really figuring out how to grab all this energy and kind of bring it down, and stabilize yourself while you're still going through shifts and transformation and things like that. Your new circumstance, we have got the Emperor and the Knight of Swords. You're really in your power at some point in April. I mean, this is like a new cycle that you're already kind of feeling that's going to pick up as we go along. The Emperor is all about being in your power, being in your leadership. It's very similar to the King of Wands energy here, but it's just even bigger. It's sort of like the archetypal energy of Yang. It's dynamism and its activity and its creativity, its leadership, its moving forward. Its power. And it's knowing who you are and what you need to do. And paired with the Knight of Swords, Something may be coming in for you this month that puts you in a better position. Um, and even though it's a swords energy, which means it's, the mental realm, um, I get the sense that some of you may work in communications, especially now since we're all working from home, where things are a little more realm of intellect, a little more airy, technology is very mercurial. Um, Something's coming in for you, some piece of information or job offer or yeah, something shifts for you, and I feel it really tangibly. That puts you in a better position and makes it easier even for you to be in your power. It's sort of like, oh, I was kind of holding out for this, and now it's here, and now it feels like there's some breathing room for you, and then also just a sense of pride in what you're doing, which also is reflective of the Three of Cups energy, where it's like, oh, there's something for you to celebrate this month, Capricorn. I really feel that. I don't feel it right at the beginning of the month. I feel like maybe mid-month to later in the month is when something really does come in for you that changes something for you in a really positive way. But I get the sense that everything that you're doing at the beginning of the month, just mentally and emotionally, to kind of prep for this, is really positive because you need to be good. You need to be in your power and in a good position to be able to accept this into your life. Otherwise, it won't come in for you. The universe doesn't give you anything that you won't handle, and that's often why. Sorry, the universe won't give you anything that you can't handle, and that's often why we don't always get what we want, right? Because the reality of that, we wouldn't be able to handle. And so, the first half of the month is about getting good with yourself and being in a position where you can actually take something else and move forward and take care of the things that that you want to do. In the position of your energy, your attitude this month, and this feels really good, especially for Capricorn, is the Four of Cups, which is sort of like a rest and recuperation and relaxation energy. You may be getting some opportunities that you're not taking this month because it's going to just be too much for your energy levels, and we all kind of need a rest right now. That's the big universal theme, right? Is take a fucking step back. So. You're doing this, Capricorn. You're seeing that you will burn out if you don't chill, and you are. I don't get the sense that you're doing nothing, but you are taking a step back in a really nourishing way this month, and you're very aware that that's what you need to be doing. In the position of your environment, we've got the sun, so there's good solid energy with you. For some of you, I'm getting the sense that it is spirit help. Spirit holding a container for you and cheering you on. For some of you, it's family or friends or just even the things that you do that support you if you're creative, if you have hobbies, just things that bring you joy. And this could literally even be the sun, since we're all stuck inside right now for the most part. Make sure that you're getting outside. Go on a hike, go for a walk with social distancing, obviously. Make sure you're actually soaking in vitamin D, and I think that will be really helpful for your mindset, really stabilizing for you. In the position of what you fear, we've got the Knight. You've got two Knights and two Kings. Wild. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, and you've got the Ten of Swords reversed. So the Knight of Pentacles, it's like you want to move forward, but you fear it, and I do see it paired with the Knight of Swords somewhat, where you know what you need to do to move forward, and you may just be feeling some resistance. I don't get the sense that it's a lot of resistance, but I do get the sense that it's oh, I don't know if taking this next step is going to be okay for me. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I know what to do. But you know that the next step needs to be taken. So I think there's just a little bit of fear in taking that step. I don't think it lasts all month, obviously. Yeah, and it's paired with the Ten of Swords, reversed, which means you're making a bigger deal potentially out of this, whatever it is, than you need to be. Because the Ten of Swords is just an ending. It can sometimes be a painful ending, but it's just the ending of a cycle, which since you're stepping up to the plate in some sort of new way, it's kind of a new cycle for you. The Ten of Swords reversed means that you're just really resistant to the cycle ending. You're having a lot of hang-ups, a lot of like ego entrapments, a lot of fear, and it's total mindset and not reality, right? So I would say, because I'm not getting the sense from this energy that it's like that big of a deal, I get the sense that you're kind of plastering this energy onto this energy and being like, no, this is a big deal. This is terrifying or momentous, or like if I mess this up, then you know, whatever this is, because this could be something coming in too. Whatever this is, you can handle it. Some of you might just be fearing rejection, or failure, which I kind of said that, but you will shoot yourself in the foot if you lean into this energy too much. So do what you can to zoom out of this, to ground yourself. And I mean, you can't just like block out your narratives necessarily, right? That's not helpful, but just make sure that you're being really present with them in a way that's like, okay, I hear your fears, I understand why you feel the way you're feeling. I'm still going to do what I need to do to move forward, and I'm not going to let you hold me back. So address your fear in that way. Listen to it, but don't buy into its narrative necessarily when you're capable of so much more than this energy is telling you that you're capable of. And then your outcome energy, we've got the Queen of Swords reversed and the Ten of Wands. Don't let this Ten of Swords energy impact your words that you're saying to other people. So just watch what you say before you say it. I get the sense that some of you kind of have a sharp tongue right now. And try not to make your own, I mean, this is tough for me to say, but try not to make your own fears and anxieties and false narratives impact your relationships with other people, because if you let them fester, it's just nasty. It's just a mess. Careful not to project on others. Careful not to be insulting. Watch the way that you're showing up with other people. Be mindful. The Ten of Wands energy, it looks like you're going to be taking on more at the end of the month, and that does kind of, this is like a callback to this, this Knight of Swords energy and this Knight of Pentacles energy. You may be taking on something entirely new, or like more work or something than you're used to towards the end of the month, and it may just feel kind of heavy for you, even though it's what you want. But it's, when you take the next step, sometimes there's just getting used to a new normal, or getting the lay of the land before you got it, So the fear of failure will be real, which is not the same thing as actual failure. So this is when self-sabotaging behaviors can really get in and derail what would otherwise be good work and good effort. So right at the end of the month, I think you're just stressed out, Capricorn, and I'm sorry to have to kind of put it to you that way, but I think ultimately it's a healthy stress, and it's a temporary stress. Um, it's just that's the thing when you're climbing the mountain goat. Um, Sometimes it's a sharp incline, and there's no other way to get to the top of the mountain. So remember, yes, remember what you are doing this for, and know that you can do this. Don't let it impact your relationships negatively. Try to use your words in a way that says, this is what I'm dealing with, this is what I'm feeling, and this is what I need right now, rather than, just taking your frustrations out on other people in less healthy ways, which goes back, to like the interpersonal theme that seems to be running for you guys right now. And then just make sure that you're doing what you can to rest when you need to, when this energy starts to come up, when you do get really busy and you do get kind of stressed out with a workload. Just know that what you're learning here, your attitude this month, what you're learning here is that you do need to take time out for yourself. You do need to rest and do things for you. So make sure that you're really honoring your threshold. You can push at the threshold, but if you push past it, you're burning out. So, and you don't want to push at the threshold all the time because that is exhausting. So you can push your limits to an extent as long as you pull back and come back to rest mode. And I think this is going to be fine. I think ultimately this is what you want. And then the Ten of Wands energy itself will shift for you once you're used to what's going on. Okay, so something new is coming in for you this month. Something new is coming in for you. Make sure you take time for you. Make sure you express your needs when you have needs to express. Ground yourself when necessary. And remember what you're doing it for. Stay connected with your passion. Right? King of Wands, it's there. Your passion is there, and that's why you're doing this, right? So you're going to be okay, Capricorn. You're really... Seems like you've stepped into your power for a bit now. And now it's like, okay, now use it, right? So that's the next step. And it's scary, and that's part of the process, right? So you're going to be fine, Capricorn. I'm really proud of you guys. I hope you guys have a great April, and I hope to see you guys next time.